Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jen, and today I'm going to take you through a core-focused flow. It'll be about 10 to 20 minutes, quick and easy. And we're going to start at the top of our mats in a mountain pose. So you can start both soles of your feet flat on the mat. Feet can be about hip distance, a little wider, or your toes and heels touching. You'll stack your hips directly over your feet, over your ankles. Draw your lower belly in, send your tailbone down towards your heels. Stack your ribs over your hips, shoulders over your ribs. Your hands can be palms together at heart center. You can have your palms down by your hips. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Find a nice long spine. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, ground the soles of your feet into the mat. Another deep inhale. Exhale, ground the soles of your feet down. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Bend your knees, bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, gaze out front. Exhale, fold. Let the weight of your head go. You can shake your head, yes and no. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms out and up, come to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, fold, hinge at your hips, bend your knees, palms down to the mat. Let the weight of your head go. Inhale, half lift, fingertips to mat, palms to your shins, gaze out front. Exhale, fold, slight bend in your knees, let the weight of your head go. Inhale, spiral your hands up overhead. Stretch tall, fingertips to the soles of your feet. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Ragdoll here, bend your knees deeply. Grab opposite elbows, let your upper body hang. Relaxing your belly onto your thighs. Letting the crown of your head stretch down towards your toes. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, fingertips to mat. And exhale, fold, plant your palms, step your left foot back, followed by your right. Come to plank or drop your knees down. And exhale, chaturanga, bend your elbows, lower halfway. Inhale to upward facing dog. Press the floor away, chest lifts, gaze up. Exhale, roll over your toes for downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet left and right. Bend one knee and then the other. Send your hips or your heels and your hips to the left. Send your hips and heels to the right. Come up high on your toes. Exhale, lower your heels. You can bend your knees to send your hips up towards the ceiling. Press the floor away, draw your shoulders away from your ears. On your next exhale, slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands, meeting in forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms out and up. Palms touch overhead. Hands together at heart center. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up, palms touch. Maybe get a little baby back bend here, chest lifts, hips forward. Back to center, exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips, bend your knees. Inhale, half lift, gaze in front of your mat. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back, followed by your left. High plank, lower your knees. Inhale here, and on an exhale, lower chaturanga. Bend your elbows, keep your elbows close into your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, hips down, tops of your feet down. Lift your legs off of the mat, chest and gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet left and right, shake out your head, yes and no. Lift your right leg straight up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Press your left heel down towards the mat. Feel the stretch down the left, back of your left leg. Inhale your right hip up, or your right heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower your right toes down to the mat. Inhale, lift right heel. Exhale, lower right toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower your right foot to meet your left. Pedal out your feet left and right. Slowly lift your left foot back behind you, heel straight up towards the ceiling. Your right heel reaching down towards the mat. Be sure to square your two hips down towards the ground, down towards your mat. Exhale, lower your left toes. Inhale, lift your left heel. Lower your toes. Inhale, lift your heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Lower your left foot to meet your right. Lower your knees. Stretch your hips back for child's pose. You can bring your arms alongside your body. You can grasp your opposite elbows behind your back. You can stretch your arms out long overhead, palms down, forehead down. And slowly press back up into tabletop. Hands and knees. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, your tailbone, your gaze to arch your spine. Exhale, push the floor away, belly button to spine, tuck your chin and your tailbone. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round, belly button to spine. Inhale, arch, gaze up. Exhale, round, gaze down. You may add some circular movement here. Gazing over your right shoulder to right hip. Exhaling to round. Gazing over left shoulder at left hip. And inhaling to arch. First in one direction and then reverse. Move in the opposite direction. You can always continue your back and forth cat-cows. Inhaling to arch, exhaling to round. And slowly make your way to a neutral spine. Stretch your right leg back, followed by your left plank pose. Push the floor away, dome through your upper back. Press through your shoulder blades, heart lifting towards the ceiling. And slowly press into your hands, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up towards the ceiling. Open up your right hip, bend your right knee. You can circle out your knee a few times. Bend and straighten your knee. On your next exhale, right knee to nose, belly button to spine, push the floor away. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Squeeze the right side of your body. Inhale, back up. Open up your hips. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, back to center. Open up your hips. Drop your right foot behind your body. Come into wild thing. Hips up. Chest lifts. Head back. Slowly move back into your downward facing dog. Both feet down, both hands down. Lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Start with squared hips. Then slowly peel your left hip open. Bend your left knee. Circle out your left knee a few times. Bend and straighten your left knee. As you exhale, left knee to your nose, belly button to spine. Push the floor away. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Squeeze the left side of your body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Squeeze and twist. Push the floor away. Inhale, back to center. Open up your hips. Slowly drop your left foot behind your body, wild thing. Chest lifts, hips lift. Arch your spine. Slowly untwist. Back to downward facing dog. Lower your knees, lower your hips. Child's pose. Slowly lift up from your child's pose. Come into kneeling. Stretch your right arm across your body. Use your left hand to grab just below your right elbow. Draw your right shoulder away from your ear. You can gaze out over your right shoulder. Gaze out over your left shoulder. And release that arm. Switch. Left arm across your body. Hold just underneath your left elbow with your right hand. Draw your left shoulder away from your ear. Gaze out over your left shoulder. Turn your head, gaze out over your right shoulder. And release. Bring your hands. Interlace your fingers behind your hips. You can have a slight bend in your elbows initially. Open up your shoulders. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, your shoulder blades down your back. Slowly start to straighten your arms, moving your hands away from your hips. You can lift your chest up towards the ceiling, knuckles reaching down towards the floor. Take your gaze up. And slowly release. Come back to your tabletop. And slowly drop down to your elbows. Take your ragdoll arms, grab your opposite arms just above your elbows. This is going to be the perfect distance for your dolphin pose or for your forearm stand or for your headstand. Your hands can come flat out in front of you for this variation. Fingertips wide, and stretch your legs back for forearm plank. You can stay right here, tuck your lower belly in, send your tailbone down towards your heels, press into your elbows, your forearms, dome through your upper spine, and take your gaze down towards your thumbs. You can also come down to your knees here. You can alternate between the two, take a little rest on your knees, and press your legs straight. And eventually, we'll start to walk our feet in, one at a time, pressing the floor away using your hands, your forearms, your elbows. You can always drop to your knees whenever you need. Maybe you want to reposition your arms. Grab just above your elbows. Straighten your hands back out. Press into your toes to lift your hips. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Press into your hands. Press into your forearms. Press into your elbows. You can stay just like this. Or start to take your nose down towards your fingertips, little dolphin push-ups. You'll lower on an inhale, press the floor away on an exhale. You can always drop to your knees. You can take a child's pose, rest your arms alongside your body. You can hold your forearm plank with knees down. You can hold your forearm plank. You can walk your feet in to hold your dolphin pose. Pressing the floor away, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Or you can bend your elbows, send your nose down towards your thumbs, press the floor away, little dolphin push-ups. Wherever you are, hold for 5, 4, 3, belly button to spine, 2, crown of your head straight out, 1. Walk all the way out to a forearm plank, lower your belly. You can lower your forehead all the way down onto your stacked hands. And allow your body to rest. We'll slowly roll onto our backs. Cross your right knee over your left. You can stay just like this or pick your feet up. Cross your right ankle underneath your left. Bringing your legs into an eagle bind. Extend your arms out to a T or cactus your arms. Stretch your arms up towards the ceiling. Cross your right arm underneath your left. Cross at your elbows. You can either bring the backs of your hands together or hold onto your shoulders. Or you can cross at your wrist, palms together. On an inhale, reach your knees and your elbows away from one another. Exhale, knees and elbows together, belly button to spine. Inhale to stretch out. Exhale, knees and elbows touch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Belly button to spine. Keep your lower back down onto the mat. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Slowly lower. You can keep your legs as they are. Extend your arms out to a T. Lower your left foot onto the mat. On an exhale, lower your knees over to the left. Take your gaze out to the right. Come into a gentle twist. As you inhale, create space from your right hip to your right shoulder. As you exhale, soften any tension away from your chest, your belly, your hips. And inhale back to center. Uncross your legs. Maybe windshield wipe your knees from left to right. And cross your left knee over your right. You can stay right here or pick your feet up. Cross your left ankle under right ankle. Stretch your arms out to a T or cactus your arms. And reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Cross left arm underneath right. Hold your shoulders. Bring the backs of your hands together. Or cross at your wrist. Touch your palms together. Inhale to stretch out, knees and elbows away from one another. Exhale, knees and elbows touch, belly button to spine. Keep your lower back down. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch, belly button to spine. Keep your neck long, gaze up at the ceiling. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Slowly lower your right foot onto the mat. Extend your arms out to a T or cactus. And slowly lower your knees over to the right. Gaze out to the left. As you inhale, find space from left hip to left shoulder. As you exhale, release tension, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Slowly start to untwist, uncross your knees. Extend your legs long on your mat. Bring your fingertips behind your head. Slowly lift your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Point through your toes or flex through your feet. Slowly lower your right leg. Lift your left leg up. In the back of your head, your shoulder blades are resting on the mat. Lower your left leg. Lift your right leg about 45 degrees off the mat. Lift your shoulders up. Shoulders down. Shoulders up. Shoulders down. Lower your right leg. Lift your left leg about 45 degrees up. Flex through your feet. Shoulders up. Shoulders down. Lift and lower. Lower your legs. This time lift both legs straight up towards the ceiling. You can have your shoulders down. Your fingertips will be light on the back of your head wherever you are. Maybe even just barely touching around behind your ears. Keep your elbows out wide, shoulders down, shoulder blades down. Flex through your feet. Slowly lower your right leg. Right leg comes up. Slowly lower your left leg. Left leg comes up. Belly button to spine. Keep your lower back down. And lower your legs one by one. The lower you go, the harder this is. So you could lower your legs about 45 degrees. You could lower your legs to hover about an inch off of the mat. You can stay with your shoulder blades and back of your head down. You can lift your chest, your shoulders, the back of your head up, and continue lowering your legs. There might be a shake. This might be difficult. You might be resting right now. It's all okay. Pause at the top. If your upper body is lifted, lower it down. And as slowly as you can, flex through your feet, elbows wide, shoulders down. Smile. Lower your heels. Slowly, slowly down towards the mat. And when they reach, allow your body to rest, letting your muscles go, letting your breath go. So if it's comfortable in your body, bend your knees, roll onto your side. We're going to come up into a headstand. You can have a wall behind your body. You can, if you're in the middle of the room, you can set up a bunch of pillows or cushions behind your body. And this will give you the confidence to lift up into the shape. If you've never done a headstand before, totally fine. You can start right here, coming back to that forearm plank. Hold on to your, just above your elbows to get that distance. And instead of stretching your hands straight out, clasp your hands so that you've created a little triangle out in front of you. That triangle is where your head is going to rest. And you want the top flat portion of your head to be where you rest your head. There will be no weight whatsoever on your head. You will feel a little graze of your mat right there, but all of the weight is in your elbows and your hands. So this right here that you've created, this little triangle, is your base, is your feet, is your ground. So you'll place the flat part of your head onto right in between your arms, and you'll lift up. From here, press into your elbows, press into your forearms, press into your hands. My head is not on the ground at all. Yes, it is touching, but there is no weight whatsoever. You can stay here and practice Being upside down, practice pressing the floor away. You can start to walk your feet, your toes in towards your face. You may stay there for weeks. You may stay there for an hour. You may stay there for 5 minutes and then push up into a headstand. If you're there, if you're comfortable, if you're feeling something, stay there. Work with it. Breathe through it. Build up your strength in your shoulders, your body, your core. If you want more from here, walk your feet in close, 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 close. Draw a knee in. Lower your toes. Draw your other knee in. Lower your toes. You can practice this again for a few weeks. You may practice this for 30 minutes. You may be practicing this now and saying, this is easy, I want more. In which case, I personally think I'm going to use this wall. So, we'll come up, draw a knee in, draw our other knee in, press, 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 press into your hands. You'll be in a little tiny tuck here. You can slowly start to lift one leg, slowly lift the other leg. Draw your ankles, your thighs, your knees in towards one another, belly button to spine. Send your tailbone down towards your heels. And slowly lower both legs, one at a time, down onto your mat. You may hold this shape for a while. You may practice step 1, step 2. You may practice step 1, step 2 into step 3. You may not ever get your feet off of the ground. Wherever you are is totally fine. Continue to practice, continue to be consistent, and you will nail whatever it is that you're practicing. Yoga, meditation, riding a bike, whatever it is, keep practicing. So you're welcome to continue practicing that, or you can come lie down on your back. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Hold the top of each knee with one hand. Start to make big circles with your knees, moving out from each other, and then drawing back in. You can move slowly, and then move in the opposite direction. Knees together and away. Stirring your thigh bone in your hip socket. And draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock a little side to side. Place your feet flat on the mat, about hip distance. Arms long alongside your body. Your middle finger grazes your heel. Press into your feet to lift your hips up for bridge pose. You can keep your arms alongside your body, palms face down, or start to walk your shoulder blades underneath your body, shoulders down away from your ears. Clasp your hands underneath your hips. Press into your shoulders, into your arms, into your feet. Feel a little space beneath your chin. And opening all along the front side of your body. Unclasp your hands. Slip your shoulders out from underneath your body and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Take any final adjustments here. Maybe you'll draw your knees in towards your chest. Maybe you take a happy baby. Maybe a twist. Maybe that wasn't enough for you and you want to start the video over and get a second little core workout. Or maybe you stretch your legs out long, as wide as your mat, arms wide, and come into your Shavasana. Breathing deeply into your belly, into your chest, into your ribs. Breathing deeply into your core. Really let every muscle relax, let every muscle soften into the mat. You're welcome to rest here as long as you like. And whenever you do feel ready to rise, please do so slowly, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Roll softly onto your right side. Press up to a comfortable seat. Close your eyes and bring your hands to touch at heart center. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you had a lovely practice. I hope you feel great. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below. And I hope to see you soon. Namaste.